Brit. Part 3. Okay, we got rid of all the Deadwood and stuff now. They're gone.
Deadwood?
It's me and you again.
Yeah,
for like the 100th time because me and you we got this chemistry together.
I guess, if you want to call it that.
Okay, now back at WAW. This will be the last part. We're gonna talk to the camera dies. Okay, Bubba?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Where was I actually?
Well, we were discussing WAW and
okay, the matches. The matches.
There was one match that you.
There were 2 matches that I wasn't happy with.
Well, one match in particular.
The general consensus of the show were these 2 matches were subpar.
Yes.
And
remember, I'm neutral. Friends with everybody. That's my job.
Well, you friends with backyard. Anyways,
I love everybody.
The tag team match, all the participants in that match owned up to what was wrong with it. That's fine, and I'm glad they did. And I wasn't going to fault anybody for that because I'm not going to say I expected it, but if it happens, it was like, okay, now I understand why.
Fine, I just mentioned fucking names. Flippo. Irish Red. There you go.
Okay.
And Killian and Cody.
I don't have a problem with Killian. I don't know Cody. Flippo. God damn it, here we go.
There you go.
Go tell him. Flippo. That dude. First of all, you're in this match as the referee, and you're sitting there giggling in the corner when shit's going on in this match. Now, how professional does that fucking look? And it doesn't. It doesn't look fucking professional. It looks like you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Okay, and you've already been told this. You were yelled out by someone in particular in the back. Okay. If you're not out there taking what you do seriously and what you're seeing in the fucking ring seriously, how is anyone in the fucking crowd going to take what you're fucking doing seriously? Okay? No one is. So, if you never ref another day in your fucking life, I will not be sad about it.
Red?
Red. You've been in way too long, and you should know better. Okay? You posted a little video on Facebook, on the BBW Facebook, which I think it stands for Backyard Wrestling. What does it stand for, Billy?
Brawl Wrestling Syndicate.
Backyard, no, that's Brawl Wrestling Syndicate, and things are about to happen.
You said BWS, right?
I said BBW.
Oh, alright.
Maybe I said BWS, and I may have. I'm sorry if I did. I meant BBW. Or BBFW, because we don't have an original idea in our entire fucking mind. Because we gotta rip everything off that ECW did. Okay? Backyard Wrestling. That's exactly what it is. You posted a video a couple days ago saying that WAW was no longer WAW. It was not the WAW that you knew. Well, you're right. And it didn't take a fucking rocket scientist to fucking realize that WAW is not what WAW used to be. WAW is now a legitimate fucking wrestling company. They're no longer in the fucking backyard. They're charging cover. They've got a fucking venue, and they're doing well. The promoter is making fucking money. Just because you went out there and shit the fucking bed and didn't have any toilet paper to wipe your own ass or any fucking Lysol to clean the goddamn sheets does not mean that you need to open your fucking mouth whenever you have an opinion formulate in your fucking brain. You want to get mad? You want to get mad and say you think it was because someone felt disrespected because they went on before you? No, the motherfuckers that went on before you set the fucking pace for your stupid shit. That you went out there and you nearly drove the fucking crowd away. Guess what? When you were out there, people were fucking leaving. That should tell you something. When the crowd does not give a shit about anything you fucking do in that fucking wrestling ring, that does not mean that you need to keep doing what you're fucking doing. Okay? You had a hardcore match for just the fucking sake of having a fucking hardcore match. These people have no fucking clue who you are. Why are you having a fucking hardcore match? And if you can't tell the fucking story with this hardcore match, you don't need to be having this fucking hardcore match. As a matter of fact, if you can't tell a fucking story in the middle of a fucking wrestling ring, you don't need to be in a fucking wrestling ring. Because what we do as workers is we tell a fucking story. We're not out there hitting people in the face just for the sake of fucking hitting people in the face. Or bleeding for the sake of fucking bleeding. Or landing on stupid fucking thumbtacks for the sake of landing on fucking thumbtacks. But you have in your mind, that's what you want to do. Because as a child, you saw it on TV and you thought it was fucking cool. Well, guess what? The first people who did it, they were cool. And then they started doing it every fucking show. And then the people started fucking expecting to see it every fucking show. So people get desensitized to shit that they see every fucking show. And then it no longer becomes special. Do you want to know why someone bleeds in the fucking wrestling business? Do you want to know why? It's to tell a fucking story. To set something up. It's not to bleed just for the sake of fucking bleeding. If I see blood, that means it's serious. If I see blood every fucking week, I don't give a shit. You say you don't want to be a worker and that's not what you're out to fucking do? You're not out to sell yourself out or attend seminars or training to get fucking better? Well then fucking quit, because what are you in this fucking for? You're in it to get your fucking jollies off because it gives you a hard on to get fucking hit with fucking light tubes or fucking barbed wire or thumbtacks or whatever the fuck it is that you do? Go fucking somewhere else. Nobody wants to see that garbage. And yeah, your video got another fucking view because I watched it and someone else watched it and someone else watched it because we think you're a fucking moron. That's why we watched it. We couldn't believe what this idiot was fucking saying. And all you did was throw more fuel on the fucking fire and ensure the fact that you will not be brought back at some places. And you can get mad all you want. Do you think I really give a fuck what you say? But you had no, and you don't do it for the money, right? You don't do it for the money, you just do it for the love of fucking doing it. Well, you had no problem taking that fucking payout for gas when you left the fucking show. And you didn't even have the fucking balls or the fucking decency when you got called out to stick around for the entire fucking show. You burned out. A match that you and everyone else in your match should have been watching was taking place. And when that match was over, I came back to the back and said, hey, everyone should have been watching that fucking match to learn something. But you're better than everybody else, right? You think you have an idea and an understanding of what you're supposed to do in this business. You have no fucking clue what you're doing in this business. And guess what? I may only have a short time in this business, and I'll own up to that. But I understand some shit. And I know enough to not to do stupid shit. And I know enough to know when shit makes sense and when it doesn't. And when someone offers you advice, just shut your fucking mouth and take it. Don't let it go fucking in one ear and out the other. Because when you do, we know that you do. Because we see the fucking product that you're producing. And it's the same old bullshit. It's the same old bullshit that was cool in 1997. Okay? It's not cool now. You look like you're a grown fucking man is what you are. Going out there and acting like a little boy. Playing with your fucking toys in a fucking ring. Just for the sake of fucking doing it. You have no rhyme or fucking reason. Because you don't understand rhyme or fucking reason. You don't understand why shit makes sense. Or where to put shit at certain fucking times. Because you have had no training. Because you refused to have had training. You were offered a fucking chance. You were offered a fucking chance and you did not fucking take it. When you very well could have. You were fucking happy and complacent with same old, same old. Well, guess what? Same old doesn't fucking get it. Same old is not getting anyone anywhere. If you're not thriving to get better, if you're not thriving to learn more, if you're not thriving to excel, then you are fucking dying. That's exactly what the fuck you're doing. And I don't know why the fuck I'm letting you get me pissed off, because there's a lot more things that are going on in this fucking world that can get me pissed off. But I take fucking professional wrestling very fucking seriously. Very fucking seriously. And the fact that you go out there and shit on what I fucking do, week in and week out, pisses me the fuck off. And you can get your fucking panties in a bunch. I don't give a fuck. Because the fact of the matter is, you will never be as good as I am. You will never be as good as someone like Willie, or Mike Fire, or Ryan Genesis, or people who have given you a fucking chance and you have fucking not realized the opportunity that was in your fucking hands. Yeah, and that's really all I've got to fucking say. say, I know I've said a lot, and I hope it fucking sinks in, but the truth of the matter is that it probably hasn't. It's probably just going to be another guy fucking yelling at you for no fucking reason, because you're a fucking moron. So sit there and drink your fucking beer and think you're cool because you called yourself Irish Red. Whatever, dude. Get over your fucking self. You're a fucking no one.